Okay, this is gonna be. I should probably wait a couple seconds because the live stream always seems to cut off like the first minute. So I'll wait a second. Okay, so I don't think that anyone's gonna come in. It's kind of a random stream, kind of a random time, and also it'll be really, really, really short. But maybe someone watches afterwards and it'll be kind of chill to listen to or just whatever. I finished this painting today. I wish I could kind of take off some light. It's kind of hard to show, honestly. I think it's just because it's so dark in this room. But I finished this painting today, and I wanted to varnish it really quickly. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go grab one that's finished so to show you what it will look like at the end. So okay, so this is a painting that I varnished a while ago, and I like how it looks. Honestly, it is really reflective. So I'm gonna have to see a good way to photograph this. I heard some people say you get a polarizing filter, and that breaks up the reflected light. So we'll see. I have one of those coming, so maybe a polarizing filter will help. But yeah, this is how it looks when it is varnished. So we're gonna try to varnish this one. You know what? Coming from oh hey what's up, hater? Not hater, hater. What was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. So coming from gouache, I feel like I kind of got used to just paintings looking like this, like just very like they're like behind the paper. You know, I don't know if there's any other way to explain it, but why are we talking so much? This is supposed to be a quick stream. What was I saying? I feel like I got used to paintings looking like this, just very flat, very like not that rich. But then when I started varnishing stuff, and I have a painting like this, I feel like it looks so much better, and it's kind of hard to show. It's kind of hard to show on a live stream, but yeah. Hey Stephanie, what's up? Okay, so we're just gonna jump into this. We're taking too long. When I do varnish stuff, I like to use these synthetic brushes, which I don't use a lot when I'm actually using acrylic. But like any brushes like this where they're really like flimsy, I love those. As opposed to, just hold on a second. Like as opposed to this kind of brush, which I actually use when I paint a lot. Like these harder hair brushes, these stiffer brushes, I do like to use these flimsy like watercolor synthetic type brushes. Because I feel like they just pull stuff, they just pull it better. Let me make sure everything's, yeah, make sure everything's dry. You'd be surprised. One time I I don't know why I did this, but I ran out. I didn't have any magenta paint. So what I did is I used magenta watercolor, and I thought it would just mix in fine. Like I thought it would mix in, and we wouldn't have any issues with like whatever. And I finished the painting and it looked kind of nice. But then I started varnishing it, and I wiped, and like part of the painting like came off. So definitely don't varnish unless you've used like acrylic paint or a permanent kind of paint. Your mom was impressed with me. Okay, there we go. And I didn't know it, but my dad was watching too. Oh snap! We have moms and dads in the chat. There we go. That's honestly more important that your mom appreciated it. Thank you. Okay. I forgot. I missed something. Oh. Okay, I missed something. How do you like the varnishing? I love it. I think it's so fun. It's almost like I don't know if you guys do underpaintings, but underpaintings is like one of my favorite things to do because there's no way to get it wrong. You can be kind of messy with it, and then like whatever happens because you paint over it. This is a little more delicate, like because This is the top of my painting, so I have to be kind of careful. But we're gonna do like 2 to 3 coats of this. And I just use this whatever brand. Like I don't really, Liquitex Basics. I don't really, who cares? Doesn't matter the brand. Oh, your mom had surgery, so I have been watching down. Oh yeah, I know all about that. I don't want to divulge my personal information, but I know all about that. My mom's probably gonna see this. That'd be funny. Okay. I don't know. Do we just sit and watch this paint dry or this varnish? I'm getting back into acrylics, but I haven't ever varnished, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, no, it's very nice. It's very, very, very nice. It's pretty satisfying too, just to watch like colors get deeper, and it's almost like it makes you look like a better painter, because everything gets so like deep and rich. I do have. Just hold on, just a second. Hold on. I do have this matte varnish, which I thought I would love this matte varnish because I'm kind of used to gouache, and I'm used to paint that gets really matte and like looks flat. But I use it on this painting, and I feel like it looks terrible. Like I just don't feel anything from this painting. Like, it looks like a drawing. I just don't like this one very much. And not, I'm saying like the varnish. The painting is all right. The painting is decent. But the varnish makes it look so like flat and like. Oh, was that? Oh no, this is. I thought I spit on the painting. No, this is just something else. But yeah, so like look at how deep that looks. That looks so like deep and like such a dark color and rich. Like everything looks so. Shiny is better, hater. Shiny is better. Except for photographing. That kind of gets hard. Like, hold on, let me grab one more painting. Also, I think this varnish is just for acrylic paintings because I have this oil painting I did a long time ago, like probably 3 years ago. And this is an oil painting. You can see how streaky it is, and I just don't think. I think this is specifically. I probably should have read the bottle, but I think it's just for acrylic. So don't do this on oil. That's one thing, as well. Thanks, Stephanie. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't play in the stream today. I just figured today I'm gonna go to I don't know if you guys go to AMC ever, but the AMC movie theater. Sorry, I was checking the time. AMC has this thing called Screen Unseen. I'm gonna wait a second. See, sometimes you get little mess ups like this, like that little like white patch. I think it'll be okay once we go over it with another layer, but sometimes you gotta be careful with like going too thick. I wasn't gonna stream, but AMC has this thing where I'm watching Screen Unseen, where they show you movies before they get released. And I think The Bike Rider is coming out today. And there's a chance it could be another just like garbage movie, but what if it's good? That's what I'm. And so I had a little bit of time, that's what I was saying. I have a little bit of time before I wanted to leave out, so figured I'd go live really quickly. Okay, let's see. Is this ready for another? I think so, yeah. So I'm gonna try to be quicker this time. And I think 2 layers is pretty good. Because if you don't go over painting enough times, you can get some kind of streaky little bits. And if you also go too slow, sometimes it gels up and you get like little pockets of like little white patches, which I don't like. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's done. That was an exciting live stream, wasn't it? Maybe we could do something real quick. I have some time. Oh yeah, the varnish washes out. You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. Something I feel like is never brought up, and I just found it out. When you paint with acrylic with these like really loose, like not fluffy, like what's it called? Like these really like synthetic sort of brushes, like that flop like that. They don't get ruined as easily. I feel like these kind of brushes, these kind of like hard hair, like whatever pig hair, horse brush, whatever. I'm, I'm not buying I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not rich enough to be buying horse hair brushes, but these brushes that are really hard and stiff, they get ruined really easily. But brushes like these, I feel like they like flake out easier. The paint and everything flakes out easier. And they do paint differently, like you're not gonna get the same effects and stuff, but yeah. Okay, what else can we do? Let me check. Okay, I guess you know what we can do? This is so random, but I kind of like this kind of stream better. This was the reference, so let's... So the reference, basically, sometimes I feel kind of bad for using a reference, like I feel a little stupid. But at the same time, it looks nothing like the reference. So there's the reference. I guess, like, there's kind of a blue here, a little bit. Kind of a reddish, like, that's kind of what I took that from. There's a little red, little blue, kind of. And then this is pretty much, like, light value. And so, yeah, they're definitely enough. You know, I wouldn't even say they're an evil. They're just... I think I feel self-conscious because of what other people think. Like, sometimes I feel like... But then, you know, it's so weird. Like, I don't know. It does make me look at people a little differently sometimes. Like, when you see someone make a piece of art and then you see the reference and it's like the exact same thing, it's like, okay, well, I mean, yeah. But who cares? It's all fake. It's not real. So that's the painting and this is the reference. So not too similar. Of course, like the structure, but the color's all different. I like that. That's where my mind kicks in, is the color. The structure, I need help, but... Tater, you tried painting and you didn't like it? Why not? Were you using acrylic or using gouache, watercolor? Okay, so this is done. I'm gonna put this over here for a second. Okay, so I think this is a reference I wanted to use, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get... I don't know. I like it, but at the same time, I don't think anyone would know it's a skull. Maybe they would if these paintings are put together, but I don't think anyone would guess this is a skull, maybe. They probably think it's like an abstract. But yeah, I really wanted to 3D print this, this head model, like a head, because I have this skull. I have this skull, which I use a lot for references. And if you ever wonder why my paintings all have this, this line, like I always add this line that like cracks the skull in half. That's not there in real life, but like, it's on my model. And I honestly think it looks so cool in the way the composition comes together. I think that line is really nice. So that's why that is always in there. But what I was trying to do is I was trying to 3D print a head model so I could start doing similar portraits to these, but with like an actual head, like oriented in different ways. I would love that, but it's so difficult to fix this 3D printer. It's so hard. Oil, oh, hater. Oil is actually next level. Is that the first thing you've ever tried? Because oil painting is so... it's not difficult because, I don't know. I never really... I don't like it very much. Because I'm not a blending kind of guy. I don't blend that much. I'm definitely not a blender. Yeah, you're right. The hog, like the thicker brushes, the whatever, the hog hair or the whatever, those ones are kind of good for like scrubbing or like pinning down big, thick paint. I do like them. I'm just saying they're different. Acrylic, oil, watercolors, and inks I was experimenting. Oh, okay. I feel like out of all those, oil is probably the hardest. Not even the hardest. Not even probably. I would say definitely is the most. Um, definitely is the most difficult. But I don't blend at all. That's also my problem. I don't really blend. Like, anytime you see something that looks kind of blended, it's just because I put two values that are like relatively close next to each other. I don't blend. I just don't like blending. Yeah, you might have expected too much too soon. But I have that problem too. No, Stephanie, I haven't. I feel like we talked about this last time. No, I didn't. I haven't tried water mixable oils. I feel like they seem so cool. I feel like water mixable oils are so cool. I'm gonna try to work for a little bit on an outline for a video. And the video I wanted to do was like going from gouache to acrylic. So I was gonna do. This is pretty much how I plan all my videos. Not on a. I usually have a little. Let me see if I can find where it's at. I usually have something like this. This is actually for a movie. This is actually. You guys are gonna think I'm insane, but like, I have like 10,000 these little pieces of paper around my room. They're actually in like a little box, whatever. But I write like little movies and stuff like this, and like video ideas and stuff. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I think water mixable oils. I think you can clean the brushes with water, right? But water isn't your medium. Like you still have to use a what's it called? Like something to thin your paint down, right? Okay, so this was gonna be a video on switching from gouache to acrylics. How I think the outline will be like this. It'll be like, so what's the difference? And then should they start cheap? How do you use it? Do you use water? And then what's gesso? All this stuff. And then I think I should do next is like how has my process changed? Excuse my handwriting too. It's hard to write this small. How's my process changed? And then I probably would go into this is such a weird live stream. Usually we have like a goal, or we have like a usually we have like a what's it called? I don't know, like a plan. Hater, that's harder than I do. I think pencils and drawing is harder than painting, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't like drawing. I like it, but as a means to a painting. Okay, and then this will probably be like a gouache. Like a gouache. I could put in one of my gouache shorts or something. Like one of the skull shorts. And then I put in like a film my acrylic process. I haven't done a real video in a while. I've done like a few plein air videos, but those are really like really kind of raw. Well, that's sick, hater. That's sick. I'm really not proud of my drawings. I think as long as I've been doing art, my drawing should be a lot better. I think that really should be, but I'm proud of my paintings though. Really? That's so interesting. You're colorblind. You know what? Isn't colorblind? That's pretty rare too. I think most people that are colorblind are guys, right? Well, I don't know what you are. I'm not gonna sit here. I don't know. I think that's how it works though, right? Being colorblind would be crazy. But you know what? I almost wonder if it'd be cool if you just like painted as you thought was correct and didn't try to correct it to what other people would see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if it would be cool if you like instead of trying to get the colors like realistic or what most people see, just keeping it what you see and just having your like whole art be like on like a weird color spectrum, that'd be really sick. Have you guys ever seen dude, what are we doing? Okay, I don't know what this has turned into. But have you ever seen that Vsauce video? This video has like racked my brain since I saw it when I was like 10 years old. But basically the whole premise is like based on like, yeah, that's what colorblind is, right? Like you might have like green, red colorblindness or like blue, yellow colorblindness or like, it would be cool if, well, not cool, but like monochromatic would be kind of interesting. Okay, but the Vsauce video basically said, like, is my blue your blue? And this video, like, messed my mind up. Because if you think about it, if we're both, like, if I see blue, hold on, let me get some. This is how you know this is a really important thought. Really, he's totally blind? There's a Turkish painter who is completely blind. How does that work? I wonder how that works. Stephanie, I wonder, do you try to make your art, well, I guess you do drawing mostly, you said. But do you see your art as like I have to make it so other people can understand what colors are going on? So basically the whole video, not the whole video, but part of it was like, imagine if like I see green like this, right? So in my mind, this is green. But then in your mind, when you think of green and when you see things that are this color, this is your green. This is your green. How in the world would we ever know the difference that you thought that was green and this was green for me? Like, how would you ever know any kind of difference? Because when there's a teacher, they're like, this is green, this is blue. When she pointed, you would see this. And so every time you saw this, you would know that was your green. It's basically just saying like perception is like, I don't know how to, you can just watch the Vsauce video. Just watch the Vsauce video. I think it's called like, is my green your, or is my blue your blue? When that video came out like 10 years ago, that video had me stumped. Not stumped, it was just beautiful, honestly. Just honestly like interesting to think that like you could go through your whole life and like skin tones, like I think this is an average or like whatever, like this is like a real human skin tone. But what if you saw skin tones like this? We would never know because we call them the same thing. So there's no way to really there's no way to really compare like the experience. I usually guess or ask someone to make sure I'm getting the color right. Really? Yeah, I guess you could just get really good at When I was in college, the student parking were in yellow lines and teachers were lined green. I bet. Those are so close too. Those are so close. I know people have problems with pink and gray, and I can see that one. I can see the pink and gray, because pink and gray are close regardless. Or like blue and purple. Okay, what are we going to do for the rest of this stream? I guess we could choose the last reference. I know some people get purple and blue mixed up too. Some people get pink and purple messed up too, but I think they just don't know where the line is drawn, like where pink and purple start. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some of my references and we'll see what's next. Okay, so these are my... Every time I want to start a painting, I like take a picture and I edit it and I like print it out so I have like a full-size, almost full-size reference. This one I haven't done yet, but I probably won't do because I don't like how little information is given. Like there's just nothing here at all. Man, that's got to be kind of difficult. Because I always wonder that, like, why do people ask what color they used? Like, people, if you've ever watched, like, James Gurney or something, people in the comments are like, what yellow is that? Like, why does it matter what yellow that is? That's what I always wonder. Like, why does it matter what yellow that is? It's yellow, so just mix something close. But I get that. I can see why you would do that. Here's one I never did. I kind of getting a little tired of the blue purple or the red blue thing. I think I've done that. Oh, this one I just finished. Let me grab it. Okay, so this one, I'll show you guys what this turned out to be. Yeah, I would always wonder that. Like, people would ask, like, hey, is that like yellow ochre or is that yellow oxide? Like, why does that matter at all? Or like when Bob Ross would tell you to grab like cerulean blue and like cobalt blue and like all this stuff. Like, close enough. Close enough. So this is what this turned out to be. I think that one turned out pretty good. I didn't like it at first. This one has definitely taught me kind of a lesson of like, don't judge your paintings right when you finish them. Because I literally was like, when I finished this, I did not like how it looked. I felt like this was all wrong, and it is wrong. To be fair, it is wrong. But I don't hate it. It doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I like it now. I really like the highlight and how the yellow and... I like the highlight. But the second I finished it, I was like, I think the problem is that I always go to like... I just spent like 2 hours doing this, or like 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever doing this, and this is how it turned out. We just saw this one. I just used this one today, and it turned out like this. Let's see what else. Oh, this one, okay. Thanks, hater. This one turned out to be, let me grab it. Okay, so this one turned out like this. Oops, excuse me. And if I had one thing I would change about this painting, is I shouldn't have done the splatters. I shouldn't have done the splatters. I feel like it looks less professional with the little splatters, but whatever. You will learn. I love drawing tombstones from way back. They're so interesting. Tombstones. Not mausoleums, but like the interesting tombstones, like the ones with like the big cross or like the big stuff on it. I guess that would be kind of cool. This one I never finished because I never have, I didn't have the right pink. Oh, snap, hater. That's what I used to be on. I used to really do that all the time. I've kind of backed off from portraits recently, though. But hater, if you like doing that kind of stuff, there's a website called Library of Congress, and it has endless images of people from history. Like, you look up like anything, and they have like pictures of it. It's crazy. Like back when I used to really be on like my cowboy, like, like my actual, I wanted to be a cowboy. I still do, but like when I was painting cowboys all the time, that's like the only place to find these images of like old cowboys. Really, they have sayings on? I know some people have sayings, but some people, I thought some of them don't. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna hang these paintings back up real quick, and then I'll be back. Okay. You know what? I think the last thing we're gonna do before I call it quits, because I only wanted to stream for 30 minutes. I'm gonna look on my Google Photos. Oh, load disk space. Okay. I'm gonna look at my Google Photos real quick and see if I have any cool references that I forgot that I had, and maybe if I can use them soon. Okay, let's see what I have. Hold on, let me. And then after this, I'm gonna get off because it's 11. Oh snap! Okay, I actually gotta head out soon. I'm going to that movie thing. I think it's gonna be The Bike Riders, but it might not. I have a lot of references that I've taken. I love this one, but I feel like the darks might be too dark. But I could always change. So I don't know if I love that it's just the top half. Should back out. This one's kind of pretty. I would definitely change something. One of these colors doesn't really work together. I think maybe it's the red that doesn't quite work. Maybe if that was like a purple, I'd like that more. Yeah, I think I'd like that if that was a purple. I did this one. I don't actually have that many. I thought I had more, but okay. Well, whatever. But this is what these pictures look like when I take them, and then I edit them, make them look a little cooler, and then I paint them. But okay. Well, that's my wall of paintings right now. I have a couple more. I've done a lot more since then, but this is how they're hanging up in my room right now. But okay. I'm really glad you guys stuck around. I appreciate that we were able to literally just varnish a painting on a stream. Isn't that sick? But yeah, so I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you guys later soon. Hold on, let me see if I can miss any comments real quick. Oh, snap, you're drawing Shakespeare? Okay. One I found said the guy was a hero, a hobo, and a clown. He was dandy. He was a dandy. I never expected that. That's kind of sick. He was a hero, a hobo, and a clown. That kind of reminds me of that, what's that? The Frank Sinatra song? I've been a puppet, a poet, a prince, and whatever he says. You guys have heard that song? Okay, whatever. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. I'll see you guys later, and bye.